Dear friends, today's aspect of our lecture is life cycle of Batrachosperma. Here we are divided this life cycle in two parts. Part first includes classification, occurrence, and plant body structure of the Batrachospermum. And part second includes reproduction and alternation of generation. So we are starting with the first slide, the classification, systematic position of the Batrachospermum. It is belong to class Rhodophyceae. Okay, before class division is there, it is belong to division Rhodophyta. Division is the Rhodophyta, class is the Rhodophyceae. These algae, these division Rhodophyta algae are commonly called as red algae. Then subclass Floridae, order Nemalinales, family Batrachospermaceae, and genus Batrachospermum. So division Rhodophyta, class Rhodophyceae, subclass Floridae, order Nemalinales, family Batrachospermaceae, and genus Batrachospermum. Then occurrence of the Batrachospermum. Occurrence means habitat. First point, Batrachospermum is a freshwater red alga which grows in slow moving water of streams, lakes and ponds in the tropical and temperate regions. Okay, it can easily occur in tropical and temperate regions. They can then another thing is it is a freshwater alga. It is commonly called as red alga and it prefers the slow running water. It prefers the slow moving water. Okay, in streams, lakes and ponds. Generally, in case of streams, lakes and ponds, the water is slowly running, so that these habitats are preferred by the Batrachospermum. Second point is that most of the species are annual. Annual means they can grow more than a year, more than a 2 years. So they are called as the annuals. But Batrachospermum vagum is a perennial species. Annual description सांगताना जरा चुकलं, sorry. Most of the species are annual. Annual means what? They can complete their life cycle within a 1 year. And in case of perennial, they can grow more than 2 years. They are, or more than 2-3 years, they are called as the perennial plants. Batrachospermum is annual, but Batrachospermum vagum species is the perennial species. Okay, and most species are the annual. They can complete their life cycle within a year. Then third point, the genus is represented in India by 5 species. There are 5 species of Batrachospermum occurred in our India. Of these, Batrachospermum moniliforme and Batrachospermum vagum are the most common. 5 are there in India, but these 2 species moniliforme and vagum are the most common species of Batrachospermum. Then thallus structure. Here you see 2 photographs. Photograph shows the thallus structure of the Batrachospermum. It is not an entire thallus, but it is a small thread or small filament or a small part of the stem or axis of the Batrachospermum. So these 2 plates showing the plant body structure of the Batrachospermum. First point, the mature thallus is branched. Mature thallus is always branched. Then soft, that thallus is soft and gelatinous. It is gelatinous to touch. Then 15 to centimeter long. It can grow up to the 15 to 20 centimeter height. Okay, and blue green, violet or red in color. That thallus shows different colors according to their habitat. They may be blue green, violet or red in color. Okay, the thallus is mature thallus is branched, soft, gelatinous, and it can grows up to 15 to 20 centimeter long. Second point, the color of the thallus depends on the intensity of available of the light. How the light is available to the thallus shows the color variation. Okay, number 3, generally thalli growing in deep and shady ponds. Usually thalli growing in deep and shady ponds and lakes, they are violet or dark red in color. When thallus, generally thalli growing in deep and shady ponds, जिथं सावलीची जागा आहे पाण्यामध्ये सावलीची जागा कुठे येऊ शकतं, पाण्याच्या कडेला एखादं झाड आहे आणि त्या झाडाची सावली खाली पाण्यावर पडते, मग ते शेडी प्लेस आहे. पाण्याच्या ठिकाणी तळ आहे पाण्याचा, त्या ठिकाणी बट्रॅकोस्पर्मम वाढलेला आहे आणि तिथं कडेला झाड असल्यामुळं तिथं सावली आहे त्या पाण्यावर. असे काय आहे कंडिशन्स, तर शेडी कंडिशन्स. युजली थॅलाई ग्रोईंग इन deep and shady ponds and lakes are violet, dark red in color, whereas the thallus growing in shallow and illuminated ponds are dark green in color. जे illuminated light conditionच्या ठिकाणी आहेत आणि शॉलो पॉन्ड म्हणजे उथळ पाण्याच्या ठिकाणी आहेत ते कसे बघायला भेटणार, तर डार्क ग्रीन इन कलर. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट नंबर 4. आता हे बघा, thallus shows the beaded appearance in the water body. Beaded म्हणजे bed like. Thallus shows the bed like appearance in the plant body. Why bed like appearance? Due to its growth. Due to its growth, it look like a beaded appearance or bed like appearance in the water bodies. So this is the thallus, mature thallus of the Batrachospermum. Okay, this thallus shows the central axis. Okay, stem like structure, central axis, and central axis having the nodes and internodes, and from the nodal region again central axis produces the many branches, and these many branches as well as the central axis again produce these circular cluster like cells. These circular cells or cluster like cells, they are circular in nature, and these cells are called as the glomerules. They are also one type of branches. Okay, so this is about the mature thallus of the Batrachospermum. Then number 4, the thallus is differentiated into prostrate and an erect system. Prostrate means which is horizontal to the substratum, and erect means erect, सरळ. ओके, थॅलस, आता थॅलसचे 2 पार्ट आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. एक म्हणजे प्रोस्ट्रेट विच इज हॉरिझॉन्टल टू द सबस्ट्रॅटम. ओके, मग त्याचं फंक्शन काय असणार आहे, अँकरेज फंक्शन. दे कॅन गिव्ह सपोर्ट टू द प्लांट बॉडी. आणि दुसरे काय ब्रँचेस आहेत, तर इरेक्ट. आता ह्या डायग्राममध्ये आपण सगळ्या ब्रँचेस कशा बघतो, इरेक्ट ब्रँचेस बघायला मिळतात आपल्याला. खालची प्रोस्ट्रेट ब्रँच बघायला भेटते का, नाही मिळत. ओके, सो थॅलस is differentiated into prostrate and erect system. Number 5, the prostrate branches. Prostrate म्हणजे which are horizontal to the substratum. The prostrate branches anchor म्हणजे घट्ट धरून ठेवणे, anchor the thallus to the substratum. थॅलसला सपोर्ट द्यायचं काम कोण करतं, तर prostrate branches. Whereas the branches of erect system float freely in the water. आणि जे काय सरळ ब्रँचेस आहेत, इरेक्ट ब्रँचेस आहेत, त्या काय करतात, तर असं फ्लोटिंग तरंगतात पाण्यामध्ये. ओके, नंबर 6, द नोड्स ऑफ द मेन ॲक्सिस डेव्हलप्स 2 टाईप्स ऑफ लॅटरल ब्रँचेस. नंतर मेन ॲक्सिसला 2 प्रकारच्या लॅटरल ब्रँचेस येतात. ओके, आता हा सेंट्रली लोकेटेड मेन ॲक्सिस, and centrally located main axis having nodes and internodes, and from the nodal region they produce the another branches, and these branches and main axis again having the small branches, they are circular in nature. These are the 2 types of the branches. Now the main axis produce two types of branches. First type of branch is the branches of unlimited growth. This is the main axis, and main axis produce the many branches. These branches in the diagram A, in A diagram shows at the shows centrally located axis, and centrally located axis produces the many branches from the nodal region, and these branches are called as branches of unlimited growth. They do not having limitation on their growth, so they are called as the branches of unlimited growth. These branches of unlimited growth look like a same as main axis. Main axis having nodes and internodes. Simultaneously, these branches of unlimited growth having the nodes and internodes. Main axis produces the another branches. They are very small in length. These branches are called as branches of limited growth at the nodal region. Then the branches of unlimited growth again produce the same branches. They are called as branches or these branches produce the branches of limited growth. See the description. Branches of unlimited growth. They develop from the nodal cells of the main axis. ते कुठून आलेले आहेत? मेन ॲक्सिसच्या नोडल सेल. They are also differentiated into nodes and internodes and are enveloped by the corticating filaments. ते corticating filament काय झाले? Envelop. Corticating filaments means the central axis or branches are internally made by the filamentous structures. They are corticated filaments, or they are so such thallus is also called as pseudoparenchymatous thallus. Their thread-like structures are present in the anatomy of the axis, so that structures are called as the corticated structures. Okay. आता हे मोठी ए नंबरची डायग्राम बघताय. ए नंबरच्या डायग्रामला जे ब्रांचेस आलेले आहेत त्यांना काय म्हणायचं? ब्रांचेस ऑफ अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथ. आणि मेन ॲक्सिसला अँड ब्रांचेस ऑफ अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथला असे सर्क्युलर आलेले आहेत. आता बी डायग्राममध्ये हे सर्क्युलर बघायला भेटतं. त्याला काय म्हणलंय आपण? ब्रांचेस ऑफ लिमिटेड ग्रोथ, because their growth is limited. That cluster, that group of branches of limited growth are called as glomerule. आता इथे दाखवलेलं आहे. That is called as glomerule. Glomerule means it is a cluster of the branches of limited growth. हे छोटे छोटे ब्रांचेस दिसतात, फिलामेंट्स किंवा थ्रेड दिसतात, त्यांना काय म्हणायचं? असे सर्क्युलरली दिसतात, त्यांना म्हणायचं ब्रांचेस ऑफ लिमिटेड ग्रोथ. ओके. आता फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ branch is there, branches of unlimited growth, and second branch is the branches of the limited growth. B number diagram, at the center there is a axis, and these axis having the nodes and internodes, and at the nodal region the main axis or branches of unlimited growth produces these small branches, or these small branches are always develops in the circle cluster, and these clusters are called as the glomerule. And glomerule having the many cells or many filaments, they are called as branches of limited growth. त्यांनाच आपण काय म्हणतो? branches of limited growth. Okay. First point of the description, they arise in whorls. ग्रुप मध्ये येतात. दिसतात तुम्हाला ग्रुप मध्ये आलेले. just below the septa of the axial filament. हे तर सेप्टा जो दिसतो ॲक्झियल फिलामेंटच्या जस्ट त्याच्या खाली येतात. ऑर ब्रांचेस ऑफ अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथ. अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथला ते नोडल रिजनला येतात. सेकंड पॉईंट, द व्हर्ल ऑफ द ब्रांचेस ऑफ लिमिटेड ग्रोथ प्रेझेंट ॲट द नोड इज नोन ॲज ग्लोमरूल. त्यांच्या क्लस्टरला आपण काय म्हणतो? ब्रांचेस ऑफ लिमिटेड ग्रोथच्या ग्लोमरूल म्हणतो. नंबर 3, ऑल ब्रांचेस इन ए ग्लोमरूल आर नियरली द सेम इन लेंथ. सगळ्यांची लेंथ कशी एकसारखी असल्यामुळे ते कसे दिसतात? तर आपल्याला सर्क्युलर दिसतात. ओके. सेम इन लेंथ, अँड दे आर मेड अप ऑफ स्मॉल मोनिलिफॉर्म सेल्स. आणि ते कसे असे बेडेड ॲपिरन्स दिसतं त्या पाण्यामध्ये, किंवा असे मोनिलिफॉर्म सेल्स तिथं आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. विच गिव्ह बेडेड ॲपिरन्स ऑफ टू द थॅलस. त्याच्यामुळं असं थॅलस कसा दिसतो, बेडेड अपीअरन्स दिसतो मोनिलिफॉर्म सेल्समुळं. दे आर फर्दर ब्रांच्ड ऑर रिमेन अनब्रांच्ड. ते फर्दर कसे असतात, ब्रांच्ड पण आहेत आणि अनब्रांच्ड पण आहेत. काही सेल्स तुम्हाला ह्या ग्लोमरुलमधले, हे सेल्स कुठल्या, ह्या फिलामेंट कुठले ग्लोमरुलमध्ये मधील ब्रांचेस ऑफ लिमिटेड ग्रोथ. ते कसे आहेत, तर ते ब्रांच्ड पण आहेत आणि अनब्रांच्ड पण आहेत. सो इन दिस वे दिस प्रेझेंटेशन gives us idea about the systematic position, then occurrence and plant body structure of the Batrachospermum. Plant body of the Batrachospermum having two types of structures. One is the prostrate structure, another one is the erect structure. Prostrate structure is attached to the substratum and erect structure having the main axis, and main axis having the many branches called as branches of unlimited growth. And branches of unlimited growth and main axis again produce the branches of limited growth. Branches of limited growth always develops in whorls, develops in clusters, or that cluster or group circular structure is called as the glomerule. In this way, the morphology of the plant body of Batrachospermum is over. In next lecture, we will study the reproduction and alternation of generation of the Batrachospermum. Thank you.